Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I will be reading from a subreddit called Just No Males. Let's jump into it. Addict 4 telling a child that he can't call me mom. My now husband and I were together for 3 years before he got down on one knee and proposed. And of course I said yes. We are both 27 and very much in love. His son was born when he was only 16. His parents couldn't take care of him and his father didn't want a baby. So I became his mother figure, so to speak. I have always been there for him. We celebrated every birthday together. I paid for most of his school things, shoes, clothes, food, etc. You get the picture. I made sure that he knew that his biological mother is not me, though, even if I am the one who took care of him like a mother. He knows that I'm not his mom, but instead his aunt. So I wasn't really prepared for what happened yesterday. My husband and I went to visit an orphanage about 2 hours away from where we live. There were some babies there that we wanted to look at, maybe see if we could adopt. When we arrived, we split up into 2 different rooms. One room had the boys and the other room had the girls. We agreed on meeting back at the entrance after 10 minutes. When I walked into the room with the boys, there were about 5 of them. The oldest must have been around 10 or 11. The rest were all under the age of 6. I sat down on the edge of a bed and started making small talk with the older boy, while the rest of the kids were playing with my husband. After a few minutes, the little ones ran out of energy and wanted to lay down. I told my husband to go to the other room and get the female caretaker so that he could help me get them some blankets and pillows. While they were gone, I was left alone with the older boy. He asked me why I was so pretty and if I had a boyfriend. I laughed and said that I did. That's when he asked me if I was his mom. I thought that he was joking, so I said, "No, silly, your mom is someone else." He looked down at his feet and then he started crying. I felt so bad, I don't know what to do. So I went to the bathroom to find my husband. I told him what happened and he just laughed it off and said that he would talk to the kid later. A few minutes later, we got the blankets and pillows for the children and my husband stayed in the other room to entertain the kids. I took a nap because I was exhausted. When I woke up, the kids were gone and my husband was sitting on the same bed where we first met the older boy. He looked over at me and said, "Can we talk?" Confused, I simply nodded my head and he explained what happened. Apparently, the older boy confessed to my husband that he has been calling me mom, because I am the only mother figure he has known. He told me that the reason he stopped calling me mom is because he knew that I was on his real mom, and that hurt him deeply. He cried so hard because he thought that I didn't love him enough to accept him as my son. I felt horrible. I pulled him into the tightest hug ever. He smelled like dirt and old milk, but I didn't care. I promised him that I would always be there for him, and that I loved him more than anything in this world. Then he looked over at my husband and asked if that meant that I was his mom now. I told him no, but I promised to always be there for him. Then he started crying again. We decided to leave the orphanage without adopting any kids. My husband told me that he would sort everything out and talk to the boy, but I couldn't sleep last night. This morning I tried to call him but he didn't pick up. So I went to his parents' house. They said that he was still asleep, so I waited. His dad came out of his room and said that he was sorry that I had to hear it through the grapevine. But apparently my husband and his parents had a huge fight last night. They said that my husband quit his job, threw them out of their home, called them horrible names and stormed out the front door. His mother started crying, so I brought her a cup of tea and then I waited some more. When my husband finally showed up, he looked awful. I asked him what happened and he told me that he and his parents couldn't come to an agreement. He said that they think that he should put the boy in an institution and that they will pay for his college and take care of him when he gets older. But he wants to raise the kid himself, at least until the boy is old enough to make his own decisions. He also said that they think that I should keep calling him my nephew, because it would be confusing to change it up now. I told him that he should let the boy call me whatever he wants, but then he started yelling at me. He said that it is not my place to make decisions like this, and that he is sick and tired of me trying to control him. I told him that I wasn't trying to control him, but I didn't know what to say. Then he got up in my face and said, "You can't decide what I call you because you aren't my mom." And that's when I slapped him. He slapped me back and that's when his mother stepped in. She told him to stop and asked him to leave. When he tried to go past her, she blocked his way. Then she said, "Get out of here." And that's when he ran out of the house. I want to apologize to my husband and explain to him how I feel, but he hasn't picked up his phone and he didn't answer my messages. I'm starting to think that this might be my fault. Maybe I shouldn't have corrected him. Maybe I should just let him call me mom, but then again, he isn't my son. What do you think? Should I let him call me mom? If you let him call you mom, will you be his legal guardian? It sounds like you already are though, because you pay for most of his stuff. Also, your husband's parents seem like they really do want to take care of their grandson and are willing to put him in an institution. Why is that? I mean, you've only been married to his dad for 3 years, but you've been in their lives long enough to know that they aren't the best people. It sounds like your husband's dad left because he didn't agree with his parents' plan for his son. I think that he's acting out because he's scared. Scared that you'll leave him. Scared that his son will end up in an institution and scared that his parents are horrible. Tell him that you won't leave him. Tell him that you're there for him. And tell him that if his parents try to take his son away from him, you'll be there to help him fight for his son. I also think that you should talk to the boy and ask him what he wants. He's 10 or 11. He can make his own decisions. But if he is too young to understand, then I think that you should be his mother. You've been there for him for the majority of his life and you can't now be there for him going forward. You're already acting like a mom. so why not make it official? Anyways, that is the end of the story. If you like this content, check out my social media. Also hit that subscribe button because I put out new videos every single day. Anyways, I hope you have a great day.